Hi everybody, it's Andrea, aka Violet Kitty 411, and welcome back to my channel. We are back again in La Fiesta Tech, which is attached to Strangetown in my game, for another home redesign. And again, thank you so much to everybody who has been commenting, liking, and subscribing, in any way engaging, because that does make this a lot more fun as we enjoy this vintage game. So let's get on with it. Today's client I'm pretty excited about is Stella Terrano, who is legitimately the only sim I have ever played in this, and she's actually quite delightful. Stella has definitely come a long way from home, like intergalactic travel. Will a diverse campus like this one offer enough opportunity for even her to fit in? Well, because Stella doesn't have a specific story as far as that goes, I am going to roll for either Fiesta Hall dorms or Desert Dormitory, which is in both Sim State as well as Latour as well, or one of these for rents over here on Dusty Road. So let's go ahead and give that a roll. Okay, so let's see where she's going. Fiesta Hall Dormitory. Okay, great. All right, so this is actually a 16-room dorm. Let's check it out. Okay, so legitimately, as we look at this, this is going to be a challenge because there is not a lot I can do to scrape out additional space and maintain the same amount of space or same amount of rooms. These are smaller than any of the other dorm rooms. We've got some 3x3s, some 3x4s, and we've got one here that's 3x5. But for the most part, they're pretty small. Two that are 3x5. So yeah, we've got some small rooms here. We've got small bathrooms, so 2 bathrooms on each floor, it looks like. So it's kind of cramped living. Up here on the top, we've got some rooms here that can be used for some kind of skill building, I suppose. But this is a very southwestern, so I don't have a lot that I think I can do with. I won't be leaving to change this, and unless I actively change the shell, excuse me, there won't be much that I can do with it, because it is really making, honestly, this one is actually making some really good use of its space. It's one of the better builds that I have actually seen, not gonna lie, but we're gonna see what we can do. Now, once I have it stripped down to my tabula rasa, of course, we have to decide staircase and floor plan. And that's going to be the difficult, because this floor plan, there's no other word for it. It's awkward. Ideally, all rooms would have, they have to have an exterior wall because they have to have windows. And the way it's set up, small rooms are the way to go. I don't know if I'm going to be able to eke out either 16 rooms or that are larger, or yeah, we'll either have 16 small rooms or we're going to have fewer large rooms. There's no way I can get 16 large rooms in this build as far as I can tell, but that's not going to stop me from trying. Okay, so I came up with a floor plan that I find will probably work well for both the top and the bottom floor. We're going to have on each level 8 3x4 bedrooms and a series of these super micro bathrooms, one here and one here, and then 3 here each, and there will be sinks outside where they can wash their hands. All right, and going down, we're going to have basically the same thing. Because it's just easier if you don't have to think about it. And that leaves us more space, and we won't have kids getting all hung up at the bath, oops, not that one right there, hung up waiting for a restroom, because that's going to be the biggest thing here. I mean, we had not enough bathrooms for them. Okay, so that's the basic. Of course, we will have a central large area on both floors, and that's the basic floor plan we're going with. And as far as the upstairs, I do want to go ahead and have this as my open area, so we will fit this down right like this and duplicate it, because this is going to be a lot of students in one dorm, and that's pretty much it. So we will have the cafeteria down here, but we will try to get some more entertainment areas. It's going to be hard. We don't have a lot of space. They're not given as much. It's not going to be as nice as last dorm, not going to lie. Just not gonna. So as I was putting the textures on, I couldn't help but thinking that this is where General Buzz Grunt went to college. You know, he was in ROTC and everything. So yeah, he would have felt really at home in the very barracks-like feel of this. This is not meant to be homey. This is as institutional as it gets. And what a great place for a young alien to go to school. So after installing all the doors and all of the textures, again, this just feels extremely barracksy to me. So, and by barracks, I mean more like modern military barracks, where they get very small rooms of their own past basic training. And yeah, I feel like Buzz, Tank, Grunt, Rip, Buck, they'd all feel at home here when it's time to go to college. Just saying. Let's get it decorated. And so now the reveal. I did definitely go for a much more institutional, even a bit governmental look, but it's not without its charms. So we have a fishing hole, as well as a basketball hoop and a soccer net on the outside as we enter. And then as we enter, we are presented with a staircase. And to our right and to our left, there are bookcases with nice seating, very, pretty comfortable, but also pretty institutional. Working our way around, there's more seating with more bookcases. On either side, we have 2 computers that are available for public use, and down the same hall as the rooms, we have a central cafeteria with seating for 6 and plenty of counter space. Again, we've got more computers and more rooms. And now I will show you the room real quick. Being the smallest room I've designed so far, they are quite Spartan. Because there is not a bath sink in their little shower stalls, they've got sinks to take care of their major vanity here in their home. Plus they can, or in their room, I should say. Plus they can paint and sleep and even watch TV. So that's the one advantage that they've got that none of the other dorms have had so far. So upstairs, same thing, some computers down each hall. There is a snack area over here, and the central area is general entertainment and gaming. Not as high end. We don't have a bar. We don't have, no. So not quite as high end. But we've got some gaming options, can watch some TV as a group, if they don't want to watch on their own. And so there's that little bit, again, pretty Spartan, not a lot. Now the rooftop is where it's at. We've got rooftop gardening and a couple telescopes. And in these 3, we have some exercise, some weight equipment, also the treadmills and some ballet bars over here. So we've made use of the rooftop. So I have tried to find space. I've given each bedroom a little more space than it had. and tried to find some space, and I think I did a fair job. Again, this is much more institutional. I was thinking much more along the lines for our ROTC folks. I don't know if Stella's planning on joining the military. We'll have to see what she has, but let's put her in it and find out. And here is our sweet Stella on her move-in day. She's pretty shy. Look at the way she walks. She's not really ready for this, but let's see. Legitimately, she's painfully shy. She is a knowledge sim, and her bio reads, Stella loves reading and studying, is completely thrilled about being in college. She has a weakness for cookies, so I have a feeling she's going to be hanging out in the cafeteria a bit. And she's going to go check out the antiquities. She's not impressed, but that's okay. Why don't we do some gardening here, Stella? Hold it. I know that I've been able to garden on the rooftop before. Okay, I can put it there, but I can't do anything. That's fine. Oh well, too bad. But she is going to get some ballet in and grunt her way through it, so that's great. And I had her claim one of these that she doesn't actually have to share walls with anybody, so she doesn't have to worry about people being noisy, which actually isn't the issue like it is in apartment life. She's already got a jump on her physics major, but she does need to get some cooking, and she's going to start getting some social with Mr. Brian Wilkie here. And I think that this is going to be a fit for our quiet little alien. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you soon in the pixelated world, and that's all I have to say. VK out.